I therefore call on Government Order of the Day number 9.
Ngati apa ki te rātō, Ngati Kuia and Rangitane o Wairau claim settlement bill, third reading.
I call the Honourable Minister, Dr. Peter Sharples. Tēnā koe, Mr. Sharples.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Ngati apa ki te rātō, Ngati Kuia and Rangitane o Wairau claim settlement bill be now read a third time. Nā reira tēnā koutou, koutou kua haramai ni ki tō tātou whare e tēnei rangi, kia whakanui te kaupapa, nui tia te kaupapa e haere nei. Nā koutou tēnei, nā mātou e tau toko ana, kei roti ngā kōrero nei. Nā reira tēnā koutou, kua mihia ngā mate, nā reira rātou, I wainganui a koutou e tiraha tonu, rātou kua tukuna atu, haere oki pai I te kaihanga. Nā reira kia hui ki te tino kaupapa e hui tahi nei tātou, a tēnā koutou nau mai whakapiri mai. Mr. Speaker, today we turn south across Laukawa Moana, past the resting place of Muturangi, to te tauihu o te waka a Māui. And we welcome the sons and daughters of the great kura haupo waka, Ngati apa ki te rātō, Ngati Kuia, Rangitane o Wairau. Nā reira tēnā koutou. Kura haupo a whānau have resided in te tauihu o te waka a Māui mai rāno. Their tīpuna, stories and whakapapa can be found in the maunga, in the awa, the waters of te tauihu. So, tēnei au e mihi atu ki ngā uri o Ruatea, ara Ngati apa ki te rātō, tēnā koutou. Few New Zealanders know that the famous Hifi track should really be called Kehu's track. Kehu was a tohunga, kaitiaki and knowledge keeper of the inland trails and lands of this rohe. And it was Kehu who guided Hifi along that trail, not the other way around, as history sometimes recounts. Ko Kehu te maunga, ko kawatiri te awa, ko rotoroa me roto iti ngā roto, ko Ngati apa ki te rātō te iwi, ko Kehu te tangata. Mr. Speaker, it's ironic that by 1900, a people known for their knowledge of their lands were left landless. Reserves were not set aside, specific rights were not negotiated. Generations of Ngati apa ki te rātō have stood before royal commissions, before land commissioners, Māori land court hearings, high court hearings, appeal courts, and even London's Privy Council. Generations of people who have fought for this day of reckoning, of recognition. Their children and mokopuna are here with us today in the whare. I am proud to be part of a government that has worked alongside of them as we settle these things. I am proud from this day on, the mana whenua, mana moana of Ngati apa ki te rātō will be recognised in the laws of this nation. Mr. Speaker, ko matua hautere te tangata, ko kai āwaro te taniwha, ko hoi ere te waka, ko Ngati Kuia te iwi. There is an unforgettable image on the Ngati Kuia website taken when iwi leaders signed their deed of settlement with the Crown at the Hora Marae in October 2010. The photograph is of the chairman of Te Runanga o Ngā Kuia Charitable Trust. Close to tears, his face creased with pain, he stares at the ground. Behind him is a negotiator for Ngati Kuia with tears in his eyes. The chairman's son stands with his hand pressed into his father's shoulder. In this single iconic image, we get just a small bit of the understanding of what families of Ngati Kuia have gone through and have overcome just to get to this day. People forget it is a traumatic, difficult process settling these historical events to your satisfaction in order that the Crown can at least acknowledge and apologise for the what's gone before. The sons and daughters of Maui, Kupe and Matua Hautere, Ngati Kuia families, have been standing on their lands at Te Tauihu Mairana. After generations of settlement, Ngati Kuia survived musket raids, as well as the arrival of tauiwi, or foreigners, to their land. By the mid-1800s, the Crown was moving swiftly across the top of the South, and a deal guaranteeing Ngati Kuia schools, hospitals and lands was dishonoured. Colonisation and amalgamation, these policies saw the iwi left on a small, uneconomic land parcels. The draining of wetlands and dairy farms also drained the economic lifeblood from the families of Ngati Kuia. Their journey is etched in the faces of that koroua and his mokopuna in that photo. Behind that koroua stands future generations upon future generation of Ngati Kuia mokopuna, whose mana whenua, mana moana, is from this day guaranteed by the laws of our nation. In front of that elder stands generation upon generation of his tipuna, whose battle for their mana and for mana whenua, mana moana, has been one of sacrifice, determination, and finally today triumph. Maranga e te iwi pakohe. Maranga mai e te iwi Ngati Kuia. Au e taukiri e. I pay tribute now to the families of Rangitane o Wairau, the people of 100 waters of Ruatere, ngā Wairau o Ruatere. Withstanding warfare, colonisation, and the alienation of nearly every acre of their whenua, Rangitane families have retained their identity, their heritage, and secured their future in a rohe they settled generations before others arrived to the lands of Te Tauihu o Te Wakaamau. Rangitane families link us directly to Kupe. When ancient tipuna remains were finally put to rest at Wairau recently, the media asked a Rangitane leader for comment, and she replied with these words: "No matter what race or creed or colour you are, you don't know where you are going until you know where you have come from. Today is a celebration for us all to live together." End of quote. Her kōrero captures the leadership, the humility, the generosity of the families of Rangitane o Wairau, whose mana whenua, mana moana, from today will be finally recognised in the laws of New Zealand. Mr. Speaker, Te Runanga o Rangitane o Wairau was set up in 1861 by rangatira concerned by the growing landlessness facing tangata whenua across the rohe. For 153 years, then, this runanga has continued to represent Rangitane on social and political issues. Ko tapuai o uenuku te maunga, ko wairau te awa, ko raukawa te moana, ko huataki te tangata. Mr. Speaker, the footprints of Rangitane families have fallen on the sands of Wairau. The ahika occupation is ancient, unbroken, and hard fought. Ko tini whetū ki te rangi, ko Rangitane nui ki te whenua. As numerous as the stars in the sky are the people of great Rangitane upon the land. So, Mr. Speaker, today the Crown stands alongside Ngati Apa ki te rātoa, Ngati Kuia and Rangitane o Wairau, and acknowledges the social, economic and cultural devastation caused by the Crown and endured by generations. In the face of incredible injustice, today we witness incredible generosity as these iwi honour every New Zealander's by coming here today, by accepting our Crown apology, and by settling their historical Treaty of Waitangi grievances. All those things lost due to the actions of the Crown can never be totally replaced. And yet the people of Tauihu wish to settle their grievances with mana. Tēnā koutou. We remember those who have passed on, but whose determination has led to the legislation this House will now consider. So, Mr. Speaker, today we witness a milestone in a journey that's not just about the wonderful idea of Māori working together. Today we introduce legislation to resolve the historic grievances of 8 tribes of Te Tauihu. Legislation that will strengthen the ability of future generations to carry on a proud legacy of economic and cultural rangatiratanga. So, just in closing, I'd just like to refer to what we talked about with haka ka mate and how it should be taught in all our schools and all about the history relating to it. I'm really proud to say that we are actually producing a sort of framework whereby the history of every school area can be introduced into the school using the local mana whenua, but we bring the framework so that the children of those districts can feel proud, so that the people of the district can learn ko wai te rangatira, ko wai te iwi, ko wai te tangata whenua, me ngā hitore o taua iwi. Nā reira, hari ko tīmata mai tēnā mahi i roto i te tari mātauranga i konei te kāwanatanga. Tēnā koutou. Nā reira, ngā iwi o te tauihu o te waka o Maui, at the helm of the great voyaging canoe of Maui, at the helm of their own destinies and futures. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Mr. Speaker, I commend this bill to the